Oh, hey, it's Nina Lemtier here, the nutrition lifestyle strategist. I hope you are well. We are on day 24 of the Fibroid A to Z live series. We're raising awareness for it as it's Fibroids Awareness month of July. And today's letter is letter X. So before I go on to what we're going to cover with the letter X today, I will, for those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Nina Lemtier and I'm a nutrition lifestyle strategist. I've been empowering women for 10 plus years. I started with myself and I was told I wouldn't be able to have children and a hysterectomy would be my only option. And I decided to figure out how I could support my body many years ago, and I've gone on to have 3 children. I've never felt as good as I do today, and I'm a firm believer of how we can tap into our body's natural healing capabilities. You know, the world we live in today has normalized so much of our lifestyle, our diet. So when you're doing anything contrary to the norm, you're considered over the top, you're considered as being extreme. But actually, these companies spend billions every year figuring out how they can get us addicted to toxic food. So we have to be just as intentional with our health and wellness. So today, also welcome to the ladies that have joined the network today. Svitlana, who's from, where's she from? Ukraine? Maybe. But welcome, Svitlana, and all the other ladies that have joined the Nourish Her app as well. We are being intentional. We're empowering ourselves. And the Nourish Her app is about taking all the overwhelm out. So you don't have to figure out what to do day to day. It does it all for you, and you get support from me monthly as well. So if you want more information, just drop me a message. So today's letter is letter X, and it stands for xenoestrogens. So xenoestrogens are basically hormones that mimic estrogen, estradiol specifically in the body. So you have different kind of strains of estrogen. I often, when I recommend flax seeds, I get women saying, "Oh, you can't have flax seeds. That's like estrogen." But actually, it's a milder form of estrogen. So you have the form that mimics like the human form, and then you have the plant form, which is lignans, and it's a totally softer form, and it actually helps bind the stronger form of estrogen so that it can leave the body, right? So that's what flax seeds help do. So different types, okay? So xenoestrogens mimic the body's estrogen, which is the strong one, the one that we don't want recycled, the one that causes lots of confusion, basically. So we get that coming from plastics, right? Personal care products, cleaning products, that perfume you may have sprayed today. Yes. So you have to really do a complete assessment of what you're exposing yourself to. And because our hormones are so sensitive, right? When the body's having this additional hormone confusion, obviously over long periods of time, it can be really confusing for the body. So what I would recommend for you to do, top tip, is to remove all plastic containers, right? No longer use plastics. Buy glass containers to store your foods in at home. And yeah, move away from plastics as much as possible. Even like water, buy glass bottles when you're at home. And just minimize the plastic water bottle consumption. And yeah, check all your cleaning products and skincare products as well. And this will be a good step in the right direction. Hi Coco, hi Ella, thanks for joining. Omu Lovu, Miss Maluke, thanks for joining. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask. I'll do my best to answer them. But today it's about supporting your body to not have the overwhelm of these additional substances that act like the body's estrogen, right? So that's xenoestrogens, okay? Now, if you want more insight, if you feel like I really want to understand more. I want to be able to empower myself more with support. I've got the Womb Care Network. Just drop me a message. I do weekly trainings. We meet weekly as with live Q&As twice a week, actually. It's so inspiring, right? Last week we had Rose tell us that her fibroids have shrunk significantly. Like, she was looking at the doctor like, are you really? Because she was eating off plan a lot. But Rose never gave up. Like, she was still joining the calls. She was still messaging me. She was still coming back and trying, right? Because the reality is, it's not about being perfect. It's about raising your awareness on key variables that impact you. And once you can improve that, and your body will communicate with you, because fibroid growth isn't normal, right? If particularly if they're growing fast, right? It's not normal. And I think any doctors that say, obviously if you're Black or Asian, you tend to get told, oh, it's normal. It's common with Black and Asian. No, right? I didn't accept it as my normal. You don't have to as well. And it's absolutely fine if you want to help yourself in regards to addressing your fibroid growth. I thought it was just not to heat food in the plastic container. Not just that, unfortunately, but yeah, that's a huge no-no, right? But yeah, you really don't want to store, right, any food. You want to minimize. Of course, heating it's even worse. But if you can just move away from storage as well, that's a step in the right direction, because you've got different qualities of the plastic, and depending on the quality, it still seeps, it still affects the contents of the food. Are you saying we should not store food in the freezer with plastic containers? What I'm saying is you want to minimize. So obviously, because I don't think you can freeze glass, can you? I personally have these. They're like nets, and it's an actual material that I've used as food storage. I can send you the details if you like. But at this stage, it's just about reducing. You know, if you can reduce your exposure by like 50%, that's gonna be helpful. Even like cleaning products, you know, like dishwashers, you know, people won't realize the amount of chemicals they're getting in just through the dishwasher detergent, you know, things like that. So it's really just about reducing, and this will make a big difference to your hormones. Like, what I remember, one of my clients, I think it was, she changed her dishwasher to like a vegan one that's natural. And then she made some other adjustments. And within a couple of weeks, she noticed how much more calmer she was. And I think she was having irritations in her throat that suddenly disappeared. Like, all these things that were happening suddenly normalized, right? So obviously these things affect women differently, but it's just a huge area to raise your awareness around. But thanks for your question. You're welcome. You're welcome. Omu love. Omu love. Okay. So, yeah, just see what you can do to reduce your exposure. As I said, you know, it's not about 100%, right? Like, because sometimes, you know, it's just not going to be like that. But the reduction will make a big difference. And if you want, like, all the overwhelm to be taken out and like a structure to follow, that you will get to, particularly if your symptoms are quite bad, like if you're struggling, I think it would be something to consider. The Nourish Her app is such a great tool, and I've actually been getting some feedback from women that have already noticed changes in how they feel because they're just so much more intentional. Like, literally, I get reminders myself on certain things that I want to do that I forget to, like my breath work, even just drinking water, and yeah, things like that. So it's a great way to build habits, positive habits that will obviously help us. All right, well, thank you for joining. I'll see you tomorrow with the next letter. Let's keep raising awareness around this condition and what we can do to empower ourselves and just be more intentional. Because as I said, these companies spend so much money to figure out how they can get us addicted, consuming medications unnecessarily. Like, it's a business, like it's a huge big business, and that's for another live. We need to know how we can minimize, right, all of this stuff that's part of modern life now. All right, have a lovely evening. Thank you for joining, ladies. I will see you tomorrow. I appreciate you. I appreciate you joining. Take care and bye for now.